Hello everyone and welcome to this week's iRacing video here at Road America. Spotter's about to get us away on our formation lap, so we'll keep it short, sharp and sweet, but we'll get into this in just a sec.
The track temp is 22 Celsius, 40 minutes. Follow car number 1.
Right on cue. So this you may notice between my last video and this video, massive drop in safety and a bit of an high rating drop. I tried to film yesterday and spun on the formation lap. Just had a shock of a race. I actually lost 0.4 safety rating in one race alone, which is absolutely crazy. But again, is what it is. We'll bounce back from it. We'll try again. Fortunately, I wasn't recording, so there's no physical video proof of what happened. So yeah, as people noticed in two videos, we finally got the webcam set up. It's in the bottom left hand of your screen, but up on my top right hand monitor. And in the corner here, you'll notice a new mic, so hopefully you'll notice a little bit better audio quality than been getting out the last few weeks. We've gone away from the headset mic and gone to just the USB mic. We'll fiddle around with it, see what settings work best for us, but yeah, so this is pretty much going to be the setup that we're running for the foreseeable future at this point. I think it's pretty damn good. We can just focus more on improving the racing. So as we go around this formation lap, starting in P15 with a car number of 12, I didn't set a qualifying lap. Road America, this is the first time I've raced Road America, but I do know the track. I didn't really want to set myself too high expectation, out qualifying my position, and like not holding up people further up the grid, and kind of just staying out of trouble, enjoying this kind of race. But yeah, hopefully should go real good. I think my laps have been floating around, like when I'm on it, about a 208, 207, 208. But then on the slower end, I've still set some 209s, 210s, depending. So I'm still very inconsistent at this track, and that's why I don't want to get too high up the field if that was even possible for me. But yeah. I did warm up with the guy in the pink Ferrari in front of me, Tayushi, and he wasn't too bad. I think he's got car number 1, so he should realistically be very quick up the field, but I don't think he set a qualifying lap either. And yeah. So if you guys do like the footage that's about to come up, I'd really appreciate a like, comment, subscribe. I know the channel's still quite small, extremely small still. In fact, actually, it's only been a few weeks, but I am really enjoying getting this content out to you guys. I'm thoroughly enjoying the people that are watching the odd video here or there, and I know with time it will slowly grow and will take a very long period of time to get there, but I would really appreciate it. Or if you know someone interested in sim racing, potentially trying it, this is what you would be kind of getting yourself into, kind of thing. I'm not at the highest level by any stretch of the imagination, but slowly progressing towards that goal, hopefully. As we approach the second last to last corner, it's really long for the green light on the pit straight, but hopefully we don't have any dramas. So here we go.
Go, go, go.
Decent start. I think me and Tayushi got a pretty similar start. I think maybe he would have been slightly quicker.
Car left. Clear left.
I wasn't going to go for a move on Tayushi. This car's a little bit unstable. With brakes, and I am changing a little bit with the brake bias to try to see if that's part of what's hurting me over the course of a lap. Ooh, it must have been a bit of a bingle further back. I dropped a second to Glenn Andre. We got up
Good start.
3 positions up on the start. That inner curve there is lethal. You think you can kind of drop a wheel here or there, but you just really can't, especially at that corner, because it will get the back of the car really unsettled. Will 9 times out of 10 spin you around and give you all kinds of drama. Ooh, very slow through here. I think Rennie is slightly holding everyone up to a degree. Oh, and even that corner there, if you do drop a wheel there, it usually does disaster, as I foolishly almost just did myself. Ooh.
Incident in the kink.
Avoiding action there. Unfortunately, I think Tayushi got caught up in it, but I did not want to have my race ended as well. 2 cars got caught up in that one there, and this maybe how the race goes for a little while until someone either catches up. Glenn Andre would have gotten a much better run onto that because I went way too deep. Yeah, much quicker. Tayushi's out of here. Must have had some pretty bad damage.
Still there. Clear right.
B11.
Happy here to even sit behind Glenn Andre and just save a touch of fuel. And he's got a very wide line through there. Surprised he's not dropping
Yellow
marks.
There's an
He may
incident
be.
in turn 6.
Oh, you're showing turn 6. David is pretty keen to try get past me. He'll probably try sending it up on the back straight.
Incident in the kink. It looks like Louis. Yellow flag. Watch out.
That kink does feel like a corner that you can take flat once the tyres are up to temperature, but it really isn't. You do have to give the ever so slightest hint of a lift. And even then, you really do need to get your turning point pretty well spot on for you not to catch the curve or drop a wheel on the grass. And that's
The leader's just done
what
a
can
206.
really unsettle the car.
B9. Looks like P5's gone off in turn 1. Yellow flag. Keep your wits about you, mate.
Who's going off up here ahead? That's very unfortunate for that Ferrari ahead because he's going to have a lot of damage.
There's an incident in turn 3.
Car right. Clear right.
Followed that Ferrari in and I dropped a wheel, but luckily I was able to keep it on the black stuff. For the most part, only dropped a single mark, which is okay as long as we're still racing. I think we have very similar pace, maybe to the AlphaTauri Lambo ahead of us, but maybe not David, because he was all over the back of me. Really unfortunate when someone who's had an error comes back on the track and takes you out like that. It pretty much ends your race. then and there on the spot. Slightly late through there. They both seem to be getting pretty well stuck in, and I'm sure I'm about to get into a bit of a battle with Alexander here.
New fastest lap for Sondergaard, 206.04. The gap to Schubert behind is now 0.21.
Alexander went slightly deeper than me, but he's going to have the draft. I've lost the draft to Haley in front, so probably have a crack into turn one.
Okay, Oliver, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth.
Right side. Hold your line. Clear right.
E9, that's your fastest lap today. Come on, don't let him get away.
Mercs all over the place with those first two complexes of corners. Yeah, very slowly catching on to the back of Haley. I think they're going to start costing themselves a fair amount of time. Oh, I'm glad that Glenn Andre is still going. He was that Ferrari that got cleaned up by that pink-stricken car across the track.
The gap to Schubert ahead is increasing. It's now 1.1.
Oh, wow. He really using the most of that track width through there.
There's an incident in
Alpha Lambda. That rise can unsettle the car, but so good. We're still in 8th place. We're still kicking along, which is always good. This is considerably further than I got last race.
P8, that was a 209.44. Good lap. That's your best in the session. Okay, Oliver, we think our refueling window will open after 19 minutes and closes at about 30 minutes.
And I might go somewhere around the 20-21 minute mark. Just get halfway through. If I can lower the fuel a little bit in that second stint would be good. I think what I just want to make sure is that I do physically have enough fuel to get me to the end. I have noticed a few times with crew chief that it can be a touch bit hit and miss. Yeah, I'm not sure if it was to do with a potential update that came out last week or like 10 odd days ago.
Fastest
Come
lap for
on, what are you doing,
Sundergaard,
buddy?
205.88. Track limits.
Damn it. Glenn Andre's going to be all over the back of me now. We're going to just zero in and focus up on what's going on. Hopefully it doesn't affect my straight line speed too much.
There's an incident in turn 1. It looks like it's Schubert. Yellow flag, watch out.
No, he's left. Latam has made a mistake behind Glenn. I thought he was a bit closer than that.
Defend your position, don't let him through. You're quicker than you entering turn 1.
Yeah, thanks. I know that he's quicker than me on the last lap. I made a mistake.
You're pulling away. The gap behind is now 1.0.
Slightest mistake through that complex of corners and gave me a little bit of breathing room, but I don't think it's going to be a reprieve for all that long. How many more laps does it reckon I got in me? 8 more at 2 minutes 10 a lap.
P7.
Almost 16 minutes away still. Gave that off in there in case he did want to slam it up the inside, but I don't think that decision is ever a wise one. Through there, I thought he was potentially going to lunge. He's going to have a far quicker run onto here. Wonder if I may be very defensive. He's going to have the line on me regardless.
On your left. Still there. Clear left.
Oh no, Oliver. Come on mate, defend your position.
On your right. Hold your line. Clear right.
That was a good little overtake there. I was pretty happy with that. Damn. Seems pretty damn respectful though, which is good. He should have a pretty good run on me. I hope he doesn't go for a move into the kink. He must have made a bit of a mistake.
You've got half your fuel left.
What happened there? I definitely don't think I made
Incident in Canada corner. We think it might be Bradbury.
I don't think I made contact with him. I might be wrong, but he was at least 5 or 6 tenths behind me, I think, when he's...
The gap in front has increased. It's now about 16
now
seconds.
I'm back on my own again.
gap behind has now decreased to 9.4 seconds. They're faster than us into turn 3.
Who is they? Or is that just everyone? I'm always paranoid going into that corner that I'm going to drop the right rear wheel onto the grass because I try my best to push myself as far out as I possibly can. Yeah. Caught me out a few times in practice.
Fastest lap for Sundergaard, 205.70.
Caught me out a few times in practice, but I haven't made a mistake yet in the race because it usually results in car snapping to the left or to the right and you ending up in a wall. Don't ever really feel comfortable with that corner there. We're approaching the halfway point of the race, which is good. I only dropped a 4Xs at the moment, which one of them was avoiding that incident at the start. The other ones were my mistakes, obviously dropping the wheel ever so slightly when I shouldn't have. But I didn't even realise that that back marker was.
The gap behind is now 8.4 seconds.
Just catching up to me.
New fastest lap
With
for
all due respect,
Sundergaard,
I'm half tempted to just like
205.48.
go through and just follow her, save myself. Oh, what are you doing?
Left side. Clear left.
Is there realistically any point you riding my tail like that? It's only going to potentially ruin my race. Your race is already ruined. You're already a lap down. Actually, I'm pretty sure you're multiple laps down because you were the Lambo that spanned directly in front of me here and stuck it in the wall.
All right, Oliver, 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Absolute muppet. I'd be curious to
It's on
see
your aim mixes. Wait for the chances to come, mate.
what
20 minutes
happened
remaining. You've got
with
20 minutes left. We're at the halfway point.
the car that was directly behind me that I was having that good little battle with a few minutes ago because it just seemed to disappear. And maybe see things from his POV. pretty sure we can jump in the pits at any point now, and we will get filled up enough to get to the end, which is pretty damn good.
There's an incident in the kink. The car ahead is McCoy.
Clay must have made a bit of an error. I thought he was relatively high up the order. I might be wrong in thinking that, but...
McCoy in front is pitting.
Way
The gap behind
out
us
of
now, 6.5 seconds.
Probably do, after this lap approaching, I'll probably do one more and I'll put at the end of that one.
That's your best lap in this session.
I found it quite interesting that I looked at the VRS Endurance series as well this week, and as well racing at Road America, and I'm not sure if that's just something that's happened every single week, but I wonder if VRS does run concurrently with the Endurance series. Just thought it was something that I found interesting. I have been tempted to go into that series and just see how I fare once I learn this car a little bit better, as well as just learn tracks, because you need to learn them once when you're fatigued, not when you're ready to go and full of energy, because those races do take their toll on them from what I've seen. I've watched a few YouTubers on it. I know David Samsford Racing is quite common for doing those longer endurance races, and it would be pretty taxing on the body. Yeah, I think I'll do one more lap and then I'll bring it in at the end of the next one. And I think I saw James McCoy potentially DC, so whatever happened, he must have had a really long repair time. Just didn't want to deal with it, or just felt that the race was over for him.
Incident in Bill Mitchell Bend.
And by the looks of it, he's not going in the pits, but probably right up my gearbox. Wow, Brett Bradbury is caught up as well.
P6.
Gonna box this lap.
Okay, Oliver. 5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, I'm going to come in this lap, buddy. Thank you, though. We have a relatively lighter load for the last 15 minutes of racing.
"15 minutes left. Stay focused. We're still in this."
Phone just vibrated. 15 to go. Approximately, most likely going to be close to 8 laps left.
The leader, Sondergaard, is pitting.
So at least we were kind of okay on the strategy front, because the leader's pitting as well. So again, guys, I know that some of these races might come across boring, especially if we do get into a position like we are right now, where we don't really have any super close racing due to kind of effects out of my control, realistically. But if you do enjoy the content, you enjoy the commentary, you enjoy learning a thing or two, or just checking in, I'd really appreciate a like, a comment, potentially subscribing, telling a mate about it. I'd really appreciate it, and hopefully soon we get a little community going and stuff like that.
The car ahead's pitting.
I can't make any unrealistic promises, but I promise to somewhat get better over time.
The car behind is catching. The gap's now 4.9 seconds. Geisler is now in the lead. Pit lane speed limit is 72 kilometers per hour.
It gives you the pit lane speed warning really, really early. Here. And it always freaks me out. Always end up braking that slight bit too early. Well, optional repairs 47. Ah, it would have been from when I cladded that tyre wall down the bottom there after the kink. Ooh. That was way too much fuel. Way too much fuel. 14 laps of fuel. Yeah, that's way over full. I'll have to fix that. That might be a setting. Damn it, that's annoying. I'm most likely gonna lose positioning over that.
There's an incident in turn 6. It looks like Sondergaard. Okay, Oliver. The next car is Sondergaard.
So he's back on the track now, Sondergaard. Pretty much everyone ahead of me has pitted now, bar I think Bradbury, and the person who was directly behind Bradbury didn't pit as well. Right. That was a good little bit there. Pushed off into the king. Good turning point there. I was pretty confident with that. That felt good. So Bradbury is pit now as well. I think I will lose that spot to Bradbury. I reckon I've got more than 3 seconds worth of pitting. He's had 3 seconds less pitting than I would have had because I'm way overfilled for this. There might be something I need to factor in. Dave Marston, I think he might. So just going into the pits.
Alright, Oliver. There's a car exiting the pits. Heads up.
Bradbury, yeah, that's Bradbury way up ahead of me.
P9.
Glad Bradbury didn't come over any more than he did, otherwise it was going to be one hell of a bingo.
10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. The gap in front is increasing. It's now 1.1 seconds.
have dropped Bradbury, which is good. I don't think I'll be able to catch it nicely. The only benefit is El Masi, I think, is outside the DR. Yeah, way out of the
8th place.
Damn. Oh, that's going to put Bradbury way up onto the back of me now.
Bradbury is getting closer. The gap's come down
I made
to
a mistake.
0.7.
Thank you.
Okay, Oliver, don't let this guy distract you. A bit quicker than us entering turn 8.
Just got to stay switched on. Ooh, big frame rate.
Okay, Oliver, you're gaining on the car in front. The gap's now 0.42. The track temperature's rising. It's now 24 Celsius.
Ah, bummer. That's quite annoying. Damn it. Slight mistake right there at the end. Just got too eager, and I had been saying the whole race that inner curb does bite.
That's 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes.
Now all we have to do is just make sure stay very focused and very switched on, and not give away any more silly 1Xs or anything like that. The chances of me catching up to Bradbury are not very high, unless mistakes made. But that being said, there's no reason why it couldn't happen between him and Al Musley. As long as I just continue to focus on racing my race, that's all I can do. all lost it in that pit stop, unfortunately. Just
P9. The gap to Bradbury ahead is increasing. It's now 11 seconds.
damn, that's quite unfortunate, but oh well. I think for my first completed race, it's not too bad of an attempt. Mostly just kept my nose out of trouble for the most part, apart from that last lap incident. But yeah.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Oh, they're going lap time for lap time. Given where Florian's located on the track, I reckon next lap round will be white one. Track. It's only a second in them. The guys in front will remain somewhat in touch if something were to happen. White flag. Yep, there we go, a little white flag popped up.
One more lap to go.
Doesn't look like he's going to eventuate with the two in front. It's just going to stay the way it is. Which is okay.
Sondergaard is now leading.
Five hundredths of a second between them. They're side by side. Side by side. Bradbury got him in the end. Last lap hero. Good on him.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Ooh. Gotta love that frame rate stutter. That wasn't too bad of a race, apart from those few little errors I made, but yeah. What does Sean want behind me?
E9. Well done, mate. Good finish.
Let's park it up here. So what we'll just quickly do is, guys, don't really think I'm going to cover any of the dramas that happened in race. Just going to probably get straight into the results. Again, if this is where you're signing out, thank you very much for joining me on this video, guys, and we'll catch you in the next one. So that one there was nice and quick. We're just going to get into the results now. So strength of field 975. There were 4 splits. We were bottom split. Again, I took that massive hit in the last race. 0.4 level safety rating hit. Let's have a quick look at qualifying first. So Adam, Songaard, and Florian were your top 3 in the qualifying. As I said, didn't set a lap time. Then we're going to the race. Florian, Songaard, and Michael were your top 3, which is great. Congratulations. So Scandinavia, and I'm not too sure about that one now. I'll have to find out. But yes, third highest placing Australian. Brad Bradbury was a second, and David was the first highest Australian. So had a safety rating increase of 0.14 and an I rating increase of 30, which is absolutely great. Yeah, so again, guys, thank you very much for watching the video. If you could give a little like and subscribe if you're interested, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.